You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all. All that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories now the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugarcoat. I'll stay in bed. I still got the feeling that you're next to me. Stuck in my head when lights go off. You're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories now the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugarcoat.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous.
What's up, guys? Shawn Ide here. Wait, that was horrible. Let's start that again. What's up, guys? Welcome to Shawn Ide Studios studio sessions on Tuesday nights. I gotta figure out how to make that smaller because that is a crazy long title. I like to just call it studio sessions, but then I like to remind you guys that it's Tuesday nights, so you're not like Claude and forget all about me. But we are here tonight to talk about robotic cameras. As you can see, some things changed in the studio. Nacho said my background was a little cluttered last night, or not last night, but last week. So I spent all week kind of readjusting everything. Instead of having the bookshelves this way, I put them this way, so they're kind of like I'm in like a tunnel of gear. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are well. I'm having a great night. As some of you guys know, we didn't sell our house. We sold my mother's house, and now she lives with us. We used her money her house equity as a down payment, and then we used, we're taking out a loan for the rest of the house, and so it is my mother's birthday tomorrow. So we decided to cater some dinner tonight, and basically we started her birthday at 6:30. And so we were like, open your gift, read your card, let's eat some tacos. And then I ran up here to start the live chat. So I'm going to go down and finish dinner after the live chat. But oh my gosh, Claude is here. What's up, Claude? Woohoo! Nacho said, will he be wearing the orange shirt? Stay tuned. Actually, I wore this shirt last week and this week at the same time. 2 weeks in a row. I wanted the background to be as dark as possible, so I wanted myself to be as bright as possible, but I need to figure out. I think I can just wear any shirt because I'm kind of well lit. Nacho helped me out with my lighting. And I used Hue. So those are Hue lights in the back. I can't figure out how to get them to stop flickering on Elgato. They don't flicker on my camera, but they flicker through this setup. So there's some sort of compression by the time it goes through the capture card and all that kind of stuff. So my frame rate is making some crazy, I don't know if you guys can see it, but Z waves back there. But yeah, having a good night. What did you guys think about this little guy? The Absbat tail. I think this thing is pretty awesome. I did find out today that it does not have a microphone. Or at least my microphone is not working on my camera. It worked yesterday when I tested it out, plugging the Rode Wireless Go into it, but it didn't work out today. So I kind of think you have to plug a microphone into it, which is fine for me. I mean, the tracking is ridiculously good. It's amazing tracking, and it's not using any GPS unit or anything like that. It's literally just active tracking. So I think it's pretty awesome. I'm planning on putting out probably tomorrow my first kind of the unboxing and my first initial review of just my first time playing with it. So there's some weird settings in there. There's one that's lazy, but it does not keep up with me. It was ultra lazy, but the movements were super smooth. So there's a reason for it, and I don't know what that reason is yet, but it was awesome. But once I put it on crazy, man, that thing keeps up with me. So I think I didn't even dust this off. I need to get the dust off this camera. It hasn't been out in a while. But as you guys know, I run pretty much a drone channel at this point. I love robotic cameras. I love action cameras. I love a whole bunch of different things. This Nacho is it's $5.99, $4.99. You can find it in different places. I've got it on my idea board in Amazon. And then because I have financing through B&H, I bought it through B&H just because I had some some built up credit and stuff like that. So, but it took me a little while to get this from B&H, but it's Prime on Amazon, so it's like 2 days. Like I almost canceled my order at B&H because it was taking so long to get this camera. This camera actually came from, I didn't even heard of this camera, and one of my viewers commented on the video that I made about the Solo Shot 3, and he was like, you need to do a comparison between this and this. So in the mix, I'm going to be doing a video where I compare the Solo Shot 3 and the Absbot. I can already tell you from what I've seen so far, the camera on the Absbot looks great. You guys can see I uploaded the trailer for today's live stream in 1080. And so that was done. I recorded at 4K 60 frames per second. So this will do really, really good quality video. But yeah, super cool little camera. It's got, so basically this will spin 360 degrees infinitely. Okay. So it's not going to be like a DJI Inspire or even the DJI gimbals where they only go so far and then you have to turn back around. This is more like a unique Typhoon camera where it just goes in 360 degrees. Brent, it's called Absbot. OB, well, let's just do this. So I don't know if you guys can read that or not. It had an animation. Oh, there we go. Absbot tail. Auto Director AI camera. The first shot of the future. Absbot tail uses an advanced neural network to achieve AI tracking, intelligent composition, and power gesture. Equipped with a Sony CMOS sensor, Hoya optical lens system, and 3-axis gimbal, the device can deliver more inspirations of videography in a cool manner. This was a Kickstarter project, so I'm not sure when like this Absbot began, but that's how you spell it, Brent. All right, I'm gonna catch up to your comment. Sorry, I just hit a squirrel. So it's got AI tracking, intelligent composition, and power gesture. And here's kind of it in action. You know, it's just awesome. They have a red version and a black version. And it basically, you can either track yourself or track something else. The only thing that I've done so far is tracked myself. But as you guys saw in the trailer video today, like a woman walked behind me and it held on me. Like it recognized the fact that, you know, it didn't, like I wasn't moving and there was a woman moving. So you would have thought that the camera would switch over to what's moving and follow the movement, but it didn't. It did a great job. It's got AI tracking, stable and smooth video shooting performance with tracking even in low light interior environment. Busy streets, twisted body movements, that's weird, unusual shooting angles, and a noisy background. So one of the main differences between the Absbot and the Solo Shot is GPS based, so you have to be outside for that to work. And the Absbot is not GPS based, so you can use it inside. But I'm anxious to see what the difference is, because the solo shot works amazing outside. Um, and those of you that have seen my video on that, so here's kind of what the camera looks like in action. This guy's jumping and flipping, and he's going all around, and you can see how fast the OBSBot is like keeping up with him. That's crazy time. This is share lock. The new share lock function enables you to quickly and accurately retrack and lock a lost target, even in complex environments. So now it says that's a complex environment. He's wearing all black and he's around some white boxes. So that's as contrasty as you can get. So I don't know. Nacho said the red version's much cheaper. I think I got a special edition. I think they originally wanted it to be red, and I got a special edition. Whoa. I got a special edition. The reason I got the black version is just because I don't want, I don't want everybody to see it and come over and steal my camera. I'd rather have just a little black thing. One shot. With the OBSBot Tails AI tracking technology, single shot video shooting has never been easier and more fun. Keep recording. It will keep tracking. So check out this guy on the skateboard. Like, he's just going everywhere. It's zooming in on him, zooming out. Like, that's a really professional shot. It's not like bouncing around kind of weird. I mean, it's a smooth video. It's zooming in when it needs to, zooming out when it needs to. Now, they call this other mode pet tracking. So there's like self-tracking and pet tracking. There's not like object tracking. It's like pet. So OBSBot Tail got this feature as special Easter egg for all the pet lovers. Okay, so something else. This is like a Japanese or Chinese company, so their English is broken every once in a while. So OBSBot Tail got this feature as special Easter egg for all pet lover. With an AI pet tracking technology, they will not miss any special and fun moments with their beloved pets. And then there's a tap lock. Oh, okay, so he double tapped. So I didn't know you could do that. I just learned something by doing a live stream. Say goodbye to time-consuming and inefficient target selection in tap lock mode. Simply double tap on a moving or stationary target on the display to track it. Achieve target tracking and switching with just a double tap. So if you've got multiple people in the shot, you can double tap on the subject that you want to track. So that's pretty awesome. And if you check it out, it's got that white box. Like when he double taps on the girl, it's got that white box around her. That's that's kind of what it's doing. Nacho said this is the Skydio 3 grounded. I'm kind of contemplating not getting the Skydio after watching a bunch of other people's videos. But we'll get to that news later. And it's kind of funny because I'm so excited about this robotic camera. So yeah. That's all we got. But before we move away from the OBSBot Tail, I want to show you guys the OBSBot Turtle. This is a rover that your OBSBot Tail can go on top of and integrate with. So check this out. It's a little like remote control car. Extremely precise, flexible, and unique land shooting rover. It's got movement sync, tracking shooting. Some of this broken English is killing me, guys. Dual anti-shake system, obstacle avoidance, strong rear drive, 120-minute battery life. So far you guys can see that it's a rover, but check this picture. Okay, guys, this is the OBSBot Tail in the middle of the OBSBot Turtle. So it's got a little OBSBot Turtle tail. Nacho is blind, so we're going to go full. Sorry about that, guys. Turtle can shoot the breathtaking low-angle films, a professional photographer, with the features like movement, following, shifting, spiral advancing, turning in a small radius, and avoiding the front obstacles. They need to put space between obstacles, period, and the next sentence. It is never this easy when you film outdoor activities. It is never this easy when you film outdoor activities. There's the same sentence twice. Okay. I need to stop being so picky because people make fun of me all the time. So I probably shouldn't make fun of other people. So Nacho's wondering if there's a height limit in pet mode. That's interesting. And maybe pet mode is... I feel like that was just a gimmick thing they called it. But it might be like a... I have a feeling it's more like a sport mode that's like... you know, like the focusing on cameras, that there's like a high speed focus and like a high speed shutter rate, and then there's, you know, if you're like recording sporting events, or like Nacho when you took pictures of your races, I have a feeling that a pet would be even more sporadic. So that's what I feel, but you might be right. It might only point down. Nacho said he's half blind. Sorry. Did not mean to offend. But check this out. You got this little rover with the tail on top of it, just kind of following you around. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see the video behind this guy. Yeah, you can probably see that. But it's just like following him. And it looks like what it's doing in this is, it looks like the S shape. But super complex movements. And I'll show you guys in the video coming up on my channel. I turned it into like this, I don't remember what it was called. It was like spin zoom mode, and it was spinning and zooming, like it was kind of doing this weird movement. But then I started walking around, and it was keeping that same spinning, moving movement while I was walking around. So if you think about all the computation it takes to pull that off, it's a little crazy. Nacho says it's just me and him. There's 5 people in here, but Nacho's the only one talking. I know Brent said a couple things. Claude said a couple things. Steve said a couple things. So I feel like there's people in here, but they just might not be interested in this camera. Ultrasonic wave obstacle avoidance. So here's a little demonstration of waves coming out of the front of it. So see how it's got this little spot in the bottom? The OBSBot has, on the bottom of it, it has 4 pins, a lot like an iPad. And so those 4 pins kind of connect it to the turtle. But it's got this super awesome like suspension. It's got like a shock absorbing balls. Don't say a word, Nacho. But it has shock absorbing balls. Strong rear drive. So it's got a lot of torque. Quick braking and starting. So I've signed up for updates for this. I don't know when I'll ever get it. And it's BST. If you look down there, available Monday to Friday, 9 to 12, 13 to 18 BST. So is that Beijing Standard Time? I don't know what BST is. So anyway, that is the OBSBot. So what do you guys think about that? That's pretty cool, right? I'm loving the fact that chat is showing up, and I don't have to do anything with YouTube. But it's frustrating that every time I switch off from this mode, chatbot refreshes itself. So I don't know how to fix that. But we're learning here. So yeah, this is a pretty cool little camera. Solo shot. So I talked about the differences a little bit. Video quality is definitely better on this one. Audio quality is better on this one because I can't get audio out of this camera yet. So I haven't figured that out. It worked when I plugged in my Rode Wireless Go to it, but I have several videos on the card that don't have any audio on them at all. And I can't find a setting to like fix that. And there's a whole video dedicated on their YouTube channel on plugging a microphone into it. And that's it. So what I had to do today and what I did in my other video, thank goodness I recorded my screen while I was making the video, and that's how I got my audio. But yeah, so that's that. And then the Paradanafi, I've showed you many a times how I can create a flight plan and it flies all around. I can set points on a map and it'll fly to that point and then fly to that point. So Nacho's talking about torque balls. Squirrel. So what do you guys think about robotics and cameras at the same time? A lot of the drones that we fly, the drones we've flown for years, and they are pretty much flying robots. If we go back in time, maybe even like 5 years, but probably 10 years. I don't know. My time's all messed up. But if I think back to like the DJI Phantom 2 or the let's just talk about DJI Phantom 2. And the original Phantom, like they were hard to fly because they didn't have all of the positioning and the hovering. Even my unique Q500 is a little hard to fly. It like kind of wavers or drifts because back then the technology, or how much it cost to put that technology in, we just didn't have that kind of technology in the drones. But now you've got the DJI Mavic Mini and you've got the Paradanafi. You've got the unique Typhoons. Like those drones can handle a strict hover. And they're like, and if you think like a gust of wind coming and you got all these blades and then it's moving in a direction and it's got 4 blades and it's taking those 4 blades and pointing them in a direction. That's crazy. Nacho, it's the TRP, I'm pretty sure. It's got the two lines on it. But I mean, that is amazing to me. And that skateboarding shot was awesome. Zooming in on them, moving around, like they're smooth movements. I'm 43 years old and I have some shakes in my hands now, and I can't hold a camera as steady as I used to. I try to like dig my elbows into my side and kind of hold it in a position so that I'm not like straining my muscles all the time or anything like that. But when the computer can do it and the robots can do it, I think that's amazing. Brent Newman, I wonder how well the ObsBot would track birds at a bird feeder. I don't know, Brent. I haven't tested it on multiple subjects. I don't think it can track more than one subject. So birds, if you've got a bunch of birds the same color and they're all flapping around, maybe if you can double tap on one pretty quick, like nail that bird, and then it might track it. I don't know. The reason I got it was to be like a one-man camera. You know, the trailer video was pretty impressive, and the video that I made yesterday was even more impressive because I was playing with it for about, I think it was maybe like 25 minutes. I had it running, and it was just it was just amazing. You know, at first it was missing me. Like, I had it on lazy mode, and it was not keeping up with me at all. But as soon as I hit it on, there's a quick, man, it was spot on. The only bad thing about the first test video was, eventually the white box lost my head, so it would start cropping me from here down. So it would chop off the top of my head. So I didn't like the framing. But if you hit the more button, it looked better, but it didn't auto zoom, and so there's like some like weird things that I have to figure out in the camera. But you know, if I can fly a drone and it just follows me around, that's awesome. That is so awesome. So Nacho said, dress as a bird and test in the yard. So Nacho wants me to dress up like a bird to go through Brent Newman's bird feeder test. Yeah. Nacho said he misses somebody. You miss me? So yeah. So that's the Obsbot. The Obsbot tail. Do you guys want to go through a presentation? Let's do that. See how messy my office is. I've got like, you guys can see like this little bubble. So let's do that. So I think what I need to do is I need to point the logo at me. We're going to turn it on. There we go. Now it's got a loud fan on it. And that might be why they don't have a microphone on the thing. But as you can see, it turned around and started pointing at me. And it's got a green light on it. So the green light that's pointing at me is telling me that it's tracking me now. All right. And there's a lot of stuff in the app about backers. I did not back it. But it's wanting me to join the backing group. So I asked to join, but then I had to answer the question, where did I buy it? So they probably were like, oh, he just bought it on B&H. He's not part of this club. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to get this all hooked up. And then we are going to rock out. All right. All right, so this is the iPad app. So we're going to connect to the camera. Check it out, guys. So as you can see, my office looks a lot different on this camera. Oh, I didn't switch over to here. Here. But it's pretty cool. I can go over here, and it'll follow me. It's very cool. there's, oh, I can show you video that I took today. We can walk through this. Now, if you guys see, it doesn't have audio. But this targeting is awesome. It is so stinking awesome. See if we can fast forward to the good part. You see all the fog coming out of my face? It was so stinking cold. It was like 40 degrees out. But look how fast that tracking is, guys. It's super cool. I did not expect it to be this good. I'm waiting for... I mean, there's a couple little quirks with the audio, but those are things that I can live with. You know, if I've got I can go back to having a voice recorder on me and just walk around wherever I want to. I had the Rode Video Mic, or the Rode Wireless Go on it, and it was peaking out. But there might just be a setting that I need to switch on the wireless to like pull phantom power off or something. Nacho's commentating. Nacho's the only one talking tonight. Brent, there's 6 people in here. So anyway, so in that, like, the tracking is really, really cool. So let's get out of this. Something else you can do is you can hold down on the screen and I can point the camera where I want it to go. This is a nice little behind the scenes Shawn Ide Studios. There's my mess over there. We're going to go past that. There's the 3D printer. And there's you guys. What's up? See if we can see what's on my desk. Desk is a little bit messy. There's a solo shot. It doesn't do very good, like super close up, but still pretty good. All right, there's me. Now you can go in here and there's a more button and it'll kind of frame the shot pretty good, but the tracking is not as fast. But if you switch to quick, now it's like super, like wherever I'm going. And it just like did a little beep. So I don't know if it took a picture of me or not. So it's pretty cool though. And then it's got writing mode, automatic zoom. I think it just kept all of my settings in the cloud. Specific spin range. That's new. I wonder if the app updated. But you can add composition grids. It's got a bunch of stuff in here. That's awesome. And then it's got these quick buttons. Zoom and roll. Okay, you guys ready for this? So zoom and roll just kind of, it's like an earthquake or something. I don't really know like I'm on a cruise ship or something. It's just zooming in and rolling around. It's like, Wayne's World, party time, excellent. So it's just like coming in, coming back out. It's kind of weird. So we're going to turn that off. Crazy, zoom, roll. It also has gestures where you can go in here and custom gestures. And you can go in here and you can go, there's, I guess, 3 gestures. You can do a peace sign, you can do a loser sign, and then a rock and roll sign. And what you can do is I can delete that so I can pick what I want a peace sign to do. So I can take this zoom and roll and I can add it there, and then I can look at the camera, do a peace sign, and then all of a sudden it'll just start freaking out on me. And then I can do the peace sign again to stop it. Making me look bad. All right, so we stopped it. So that's pretty cool. It also has photo modes, so we can go over to photo, and now it's a much wider shot. So we can go in here. We can do a burst. We can do continuous. So with continuous, you can do a time lapse. So I'm assuming it'll just track you the whole time. So you could do. We could do. Wait. Let's do 1 second and we'll go. So that took a bunch of pictures. So let's see. Thought there'd be a way to play it or something. All right, here we go. Oh, so the lighting. I mean, I'm pretty lit, so I'm surprised that it's not doing a very good job there. So let's see what we got in the chat. Oh, let's get that. Let's go here. Let's go here. So photo mode is kind of okay. It does what it does. Something else that it does is it kind of randomly takes pictures as you go. So, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like as a YouTuber, you know, you're always looking for that thumbnail picture. So it would be pretty awesome if it was just, you know, took a bunch of random shots throughout the project. It also has zoom. What? So there's that. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird. It'd be awesome if I was actually doing it. And it's chopping my head off, so let's go to quick. Alright, so it pulled me back out. Something else, you can change the frame, so I can change it to a 16:9 frame. We're going to switch over to video. Nacho said he's got pants on. Let's see what you guys are saying. Brent Newman, Obsbot looks pretty cool. Eager to see more from it. I had a motor Galileo a few years ago. Familiar with it? Nope, I'm not. It was a robotic 3-axis iPhone mount. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I've seen that. It was programmable and would track. Yeah, I did see that. Did you do anything with it, Brent? Or did you... like, I've got so many cameras that I buy and I just don't use them because they kind of do a little bit, but they don't, you know, go crazy. I don't even know if I just used English there. But Nacho asked, will it do time-lapse like the Osmo Pocket? That's what I was wondering. I don't see anywhere in here where you can program... like you can't like program movements from like a point A to a point B. In the video modes, that there's no extra video modes. In photo modes, you get this extra little menu. Burst It's so funny. It's 3 pieces, 5 pieces, or 7 pieces. So you can do a 7-piece burst. So if I did a burst, this is what it would do. Oh wait, no. Let's do 7-piece burst. I thought it was going to do 7 pieces bursting. Did it really just take one? Let's go see what that did. I don't understand. Oh, it did. Wow, that was a quick burst. So that might have been a 7 frames per second burst. Kind of feels like that. So we got over here under the camera, we've got auto white balance, or we can set incandescent. Like in here, it's incandescence. Whoa. Let's go back to auto because that did not bode well. We've got exposure modes. We can change the shutter, the ISO. So that's awesome. Got smart exposure. Sharpness normal. Let's do sharpest. I can't tell if it got any sharper. So let's change that back to normal. And it's got anti-flicker. So that's awesome. And then under here, you've got these beauty filters, but I would never use that. Like this. What the heck? I mean, like, what is it doing with my nose? Looks like I have a big wart on my nose, but that's not real. I don't know. I don't know why I never use that. These are kind of cool, kind of retro, but I would just always use original. Oh, went back there. So yeah, you can change it from landscape to portrait mode. So you could do like TikTok videos or something. So we're going to go back to landscape because I like to do things in landscape. Now you've got this beauty filter can only be applied to streaming, preview, and original video. And then a delay. Not sure what the delay does. So one other thing that it does is if you go in here. Oh wait, that's not there. Oh. I've only had it for a day, so bear with me. Alright, so here's all the like crazy settings. So in here you've got human tracking and pet tracking. Let's switch it to pet tracking. Oh wait, did I change it? Yep. Alright, now we're on pet tracking. So it is not it's not tracking me. It's looking for a pet. I don't know what the... I'm not sure. So we'll have to play with that. Dang it. I'm not going to do that on a live stream because I don't know what I'm doing there. So we're going to switch back to human tracking. I keep hitting the wrong button. So we got focus modes. So we could switch it to AFS or AFC. So that's pretty cool. These are the different resolutions: 4K 30 or 4K 60, 4K 30, 2.7 60. I wish they would add like 120 frames per second at 1080. I feel like it would be able to do that. But those are the resolutions we're given. Image resolution. I believe the image resolution is what it's sending to the phone, like the preview. Gesture control, beeping, Wi-Fi settings, all that jazz. But there was something else I wanted to show you. So there, the double tap works. That's pretty awesome. Let's go back to video. And maybe it's here. So it's got slow motion video resolution. Oh, it does. Okay. Wow, 720 at 240 frames per second, but 720 video is kind of crap nowadays. But, oh, it's got 1080p at 240 frames per second. Let's do that. How do we do that? How do we do that? There's an option in here. Touch and go. Oh, picture controller. So if I go upward, guys, that's super cool. That's really cool. That's super cool. All right, so we've got gimbal lock on. So let's turn gimbal lock off. And then let's go recenter it on me. Now every once in a while this circle comes on too. It beeps at weird times, Nacho. I'm not quite sure what all the beepings mean yet. I kind of want to just put a GoPro on it, like pointing at the camera, and then kind of do side by side so we can kind of learn together what the beeps do. But I want to try the slow motion. I don't know how. Oh, writing mode, smart capture, auto zoom. Custom gestures, gimbal reset. Oh. Nice. Pan, oh, you can pan lock or pitch lock. That's pretty cool. So you can, oh, this is cool. So it does go 360 degrees all the time. It has the ability to infinitely go in 360 degrees, but you can change the angle from like 72 degrees or 144. That's pretty cool, actually. Because sometimes you don't want it to go, like my office doesn't look amazing in this angle. It doesn't look as good as it did in the other presentation, but yeah. So I got composition grid. Select my target. Is that my composition grid? Well, I didn't expect that. So I don't know how to change the. Well, we're going to have to figure out how to do slow motion. Maybe I have to enable slow motion. Master mode. I'm going to have to go through these tutorials. Not sure what master mode does. There's those. Go back to the camera. And then clicking up here doesn't do anything. That just locks it. Here's where the tracking speeds are. Like, I can change this to crazy. And then now it's like super tracky. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over to me. Whoa! So Chatbot kept my chat and then it just refreshed it. Why didn't it keep the chat? I don't understand. Anyway, so that is me with the Obsbot. I'm gonna turn it around so you guys can see it. That's pretty cool. Now I love this thing going on here because I can put the camera up very, very high or like up in the corner somewhere, and I can control it from my iPad. You know, I can. It's kind of like a robotic camera, so I just think that's super cool. I hope you guys like this live stream. I feel like I wasn't. Chatbox is a jerk. Yeah, Nacho, I don't understand. Like, there's really cool features in Streamlabs, but I don't understand how to keep them there. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to have like a little chat box section. Maybe they're just supposed to pop up over my stream or something. But that was Shawn Ide Studios live studio sessions Tuesday night. I don't even know what it's called anymore. That was just kind of random. But yeah, thanks for showing up, Nacho. Thanks for showing up, Brent. Thanks for showing up, Steve. I don't know if he stayed around. Claude was in here. Yeah, those are the people that showed up in the chat tonight. Hope you guys like this live stream. I don't feel like I answered any questions tonight. I feel like I just kind of rambled all night. But I'm super excited about this little camera. It's such a cool thing. It's got a nice little base. It's yellow now, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's yellow because it didn't know where I was. Now that it knows where I'm at, this might be kind of a cool little vlogging camera too. Like I can move it around and it's constantly pointing at me. So, but it's heavy, so I probably wouldn't carry it around much. So, yeah. So let's talk about next week. Next Tuesday is Christmas Eve. So we are going to have... Oh, there's Steve. Hey, Steve. I thought you left. But, yeah, next Tuesday is Christmas Eve here in America. So I will be doing a live stream, but it might be a short live stream. Or it might be a live stream on the road. I don't know where I'm going to be. But just... I'll keep you posted as to when it's going to be. But it might not be 7 p.m. Central next week. I'm kind of feeling out where I'll be or what I'll be doing. And it might even be like a simple 15-minute live stream just to keep with my commitment of doing it every week or whatever. But hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm planning on putting out videos of the Obsbot. I feel like Mork from Mork and Minnie. Obsbot. That's a throwback. But yeah, hope you guys like the stream. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy life. Love hard. Love strong. Love as many people as you can. Because life is short. And have a wonderful week. Peace out, guys.